It's been a day or two since the SmackDown gang got back together and talked about wrestling and junk. And while it's just the two of us tonight, it's time to get into one of the best times of the year, in my opinion, because this is the start of a new, basically, WWE calendar. Like, this is when things start popping up, people get called up, new feuds. It's a good time for WWE.
Yes, I believe it's because of the WWE Superstar shakeup that now superstars have jumped brands. Some who are on Raw now on SmackDown, some who are on SmackDown are now on Raw. So this presents a whole new field of feuds and matches to go with, and we're going to get that started with this month's pay-per-view, which is on the SmackDown brand, of course, Backlash.
You know us. I'm Nikki.
I'm Toon Critic.
This is like OG Haymakers. This is like,
Yeah, this is man. This takes me back. This takes me all the way back to like the first WrestleMania we did together.
can I be totally real about that? Like, I didn't know like half the shit I was talking about back then. Because
Uh,
I going into WrestleMania 30, like I watched some stuff, but I hadn't watched a ton of it. So I was like, this Daniel Bryan fella's fun, I guess.
yes, yes, I do like John Cena. He seems to be quite the memester.
Brapudo, eh, kids?
All right, so we got quite a few matches to talk with here, so let's just get them out of the way. Starting with the pre-show, I'm just gonna be real, also, folks. I haven't really watched SmackDown for the past 2 weeks. I've only been watching like the top 10 moments from SmackDown on the YouTube channel, so I'm basically caught up with all the important stuff. Um,
Basically.
so the first match is on the kickoff show, which is Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English.
Man, they fucked up Ty Dillinger's push to the main roster, didn't they?
What push? He doesn't have a push. It's non-existent.
Here's how you can tell they failed in this so hard. Like, since WrestleMania, I now care more about Aiden English than I do about Ty Dillinger.
That's
Like,
ooh.
they've done a better job building him up through these losses and have him like break down and cry and shit.
It really must suck now that the vaudevillains are basically dead. Aiden English is gonna have to find his own solo career, and they seem to be trying to do something with it. Now, I think he's a fairly decent wrestler. I think he has
Oh
some
yeah.
skill. He has a good promo thing going on for him with
Hmm.
his character. I don't know where to exactly put him. But Ty, we just know him as the 10 guy. Aiden English is more developed than him.
Yeah, yeah. They got to do something with him. Like after he wins this match, a spoiler alert, Ty Dillinger's fucking winning this.
Hmm.
Um, where next? Where does Ty feud with from there? Do they put him in the Money in the Bank match?
That's probably the best place where they can put him because the if you didn't realize, folks, the main event roster on SmackDown is very thin. So much so that we give
It's
Jinder
not
Mahal a
thin.
chance.
It's not thin. It's just all being used for the U.S. title. Because you look back at a couple weeks ago when Rusev was like, "I will only challenge for the world title." That was awful, but you get my point. Uh, like he basically said that he was only going to go up to the U.S. title or for the world title. So right now the main event scene is kind of flip flop with the U.S. title scene.
Yes, because clearly the main event talent pool is so thin, we gave Jinder Mahal a title match.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, I
Either
have a
way,
few things to say on that, but yeah,
Dillinger or English, who do you got?
yeah, honestly, Dillinger. I mean, I want to root for English, but I feel like the win's not here. If it's on the kickoff show, I think they might as
Yeah,
well. They're gonna use Ty because he's like he can get the crowd going. Everybody will do
yeah,
the whole 10 thing. They'll be hyped up for like the actual matches. He'll win. He'll do his thing. Aiden will whine and complain, and that's about it.
yeah. By the way, have you seen Ty's new finisher?
Mm,
Mm,
yeah,
not a
it's
fan.
not really. No, it kind of
Yeah,
yeah.
like the tiebreaker was such a good move, and now this like the way they kind of revamped it is it just looks kind of contrived. Like I get that the tiebreaker is technically a move that AJ Styles has as a signature, but That's fine.
It kind of
How many
looks a
people
little
have
bit
super
stupider
kicks?
now.
Yeah, exactly. How many people have super kicks as finishers? Like a whole bunch.
Yeah, I think I'm glad that actually Ziggler's now sticking to it.
Yeah, it works for him, I think. Looks better than the zigzag.
Yeah, that move kind of just. We'll get to that when we get to him. So next match is Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan. Why? Did I miss something? Why? Is Rowan a face again now, or is Harper
What?
who? I
No,
thought
Harper's
Harper
the
was a
face.
face now. So Rowan's
He
the
is.
heel?
Yeah. Yeah, he's still kind of all okay, so did you see what happened on the most recent Talking Smack?
Oh, with the mask. Yeah.
Yeah, like apparently he kind of has this weird thing where he likes freaking people out. Like he basically gave Renee a balloon and she was just like, "Thank you." And then he popped it and she was like, "Ah." And then he had a good hearty laugh.
Right.
Rowan's fucking weird right now. Like he basic okay, what was that movie that just came out with Joseph
Split.
Gordon-Levitt? Yeah, he's basically that guy. And like each of his personalities is communicated through which mask he's wearing.
Man, they must really be desperate to cover up the fact that he can't wrestle worth shit.
He's an okay wrestler, and if his promo on Talking Smack is anything to go by, he's all right on the mic.
Uh,
Like he's perfectly in the middle of the road,
but now
whereas Luke
that but
Harper is fucking beastly.
but now that Wyatt's on Raw now, these two are basically left to fend for themselves. So is the
Well,
winner of this
Harper's already pretty
match?
much done that.
Yeah. So is the point of this match to see which one of the two will fade into obscurity last?
Pretty much.
Uh,
Oh man, they could have done so much more with Harper, but I guess this is better than nothing for both of these guys.
yeah, it could lead into possibly something more, but uh, I don't know. I don't really care about this match to be honest. I'll just say I'll say Harper.
Um, I guess I'll take Rowan just because it seems like they're doing more with him. I guess I don't know.
I guess that makes sense. All
Yeah.
right. Next
Oh,
match
before
is
before we before we go to the next one, Kappa's just texted me. He said he's with his girlfriend.
ah. Oh, that's right. Kalkos is currently in the process of moving with his girlfriend. So
Nice.
I forgot about that.
All right.
I guess that
Next
explains a
match.
lot. Next match is Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. Poor Sammy. He's a jobber now, and I'm like, no, you don't do this to Sammy, man. Come on, you can't. You mean to tell me? You honestly mean to tell me that you couldn't set up Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn for the main event of this pay-per-view? Really?
That'd been cool.
That would have been great. That would have been amazing because Sami Zayn does not need to be the bottom of the mid card.
You know what
That's
I think it is? I think WWE doesn't quite get what the underdog is supposed to do. Because you look at what he did in NXT, he won pretty much most of his matches. He just didn't come up on the big stage.
it just he didn't win when it mattered, basically.
Right, until it really did matter. And on the main roster, they're just like, we'll just have him lose every match. That'll get him over. It
Mm.
won't.
And then we got Baron Corbin, who's kind of just floundering around now, and
Yeah, and it seems
he
like
loses pretty much to Randy Orton on a daily basis now. So
yeah, it seems like now that he's at the top level, it's just like it seems like the rest of the roster, or the not the rest of the roster, but the creative team has just been like, well, now he can lose to people, which like I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I think he should have won a title. That way they would have at least given him something to work off of. But nope, guess we're not getting that.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna put my money on Sammy. I think Sammy will win here and maybe propel himself up into a hopeful title feud.
I think that Corbin wins this match, and they'll like both of these guys are going to be in the Money in the Bank match.
They definitely will be because they need a lot of strong talent, and these two are definitely going to fit into it because this feud, I'm sure, is going to carry into that ladder match.
Definitely. Yeah, and if that's going to be the case, then I guess it would make sense for Baron to pick up a win here.
Yeah. Next match, we have Shinsuke Nakamura making his SmackDown debut against Dolph Ziggler. Oh, Dolph.
Remember when we cared about Dolph?
Oh, yeah, I remember. And
Remember
now...
when he had the match of the year contender with The Miz?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that seem like so long ago?
And now he's got this stupid excuse for being heel, and now he's gonna job to Shinsuke.
Oh man. Like, I would say he deserves so much better, but like the promos that he's been giving have just been so like like it's the kind of thing that with a little more like personality they could like it could be good, but these just haven't been. Like there's a kernel of an idea here. Dolph just isn't really running with it.
I think Ziggler's a little bit dead inside at this point, and I feel for him too, because he could easily be up like fighting for a title or in the main event, but no, they gotta feed him to Shinsuke, and that's it's different, you know. It's different. It's not like when Sami Zayn went up against Shinsuke. That was more of an honor. This is getting fed to.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, Dolph is the heel version of Sami Zayn.
I could see that, honestly.
Like just based off of like where they are on the rosters.
And you could think that Ziggler and Zayn could probably put on a hell of a singles match on their own.
Oh yeah. That'll probably be like, I don't know, maybe at Battleground or something. Some B-level pay-per-view, like those two get together and like Zayn finally gets a win, and it's like, oh, it's the start of his rise to the top.
So who are you picking? Do I even need to ask?
Oh my god! If Shinsuke loses this match,
that'll be a shock.
Okay, no. That does not even begin to describe it. If Shinsuke Nakamura loses his main roster debut, like, that is a disgusting. Like these guys seem. It seems like WWE is really buying into this guy. I mean, Nakamura is on the poster of the first pay-per-view he's a part of.
They're gonna push him for everything he's worth.
Yeah, so that does not include a loss in his first match.
Maybe by a roll-up, but that would be really fucking stupid.
No.
So
even stop that shit. Also, that Kinshasa is going, like, Dolph Ziggler is going to sell that like a nuclear explosion. His
probably
skin
will.
might fly off.
His head might detach.
Just, there he goes.
There it goes into the fourth row.
I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world. My brainstem. Was that too dark?
No, that was perfect. Let's just jump to the next match. All right, next match is Naomi, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch versus. Is this really the name we're going with? It's Natalia, Carmella, and Tamina with James Ellsworth.
You don't have to call them by the name that they've been given.
The Welcoming Committee.
I said you didn't have to do it.
But I had to anyway, because I can't believe this shit.
We skipped calling Shinsuke Nakamura the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura.
Why did they do that? Like, what's the point of calling someone the artist known as? Like, that's just...
Because Vince has to put his stamp on everything. You know how it is.
I guess. So, it's a 6...
Branding.
This is... Okay, so... This is a 6 women's tag match. We don't have the title up for grabs here.
Nick's getting upset. I don't like it when they do this.
We have Charlotte, who is a face now for no reason other than, oh, I guess we're working together now?
Yeah, well, like, it's fine. Like, I'm fine with them turning Charlotte face. Like, that's one thing. I get the feeling we're headed towards a Becky Lynch heel turn.
No, they teased that, and no, that's not going to happen.
I feel like maybe if it doesn't happen here, I think it's going to happen sometime in the future so that we can set up like some big mega match like Charlotte versus Becky for SummerSlam. That could be neat. But this, I will pretty much say this 99% of the time. Like, if the women's champion is fighting at the pay-per-view and there's room for the match, she should always defend. Like, this is a thing that happens like twice a year. Every year, like, they just decide, hey, we're not going to defend the title for reasons.
You have to understand, though, Nikki, this pretty much is the entire SmackDown women's division.
Well,
That's
yeah, that's
this
true.
is it. So
Okay, how much cooler would it have been if, like, after getting beat down by the welcoming committee, Charlotte would have said, all right, fine, pick one of you, or pick one out of the three. I'll give you an opportunity at Backlash. Or if she wanted to be really cool guy, said, fuck it, I'm fighting all of y'all.
in a 3-on-1 handicap match or something.
Fatal 4-way, basically.
Okay, fatal 4-way. All right, that I guess makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, and if things start getting too hairy, have Naomi and Becky Lynch come in and help her. It'll be a fatal 4-way. It's no DQ.
I don't know what they're trying to do with Charlotte at this point, but I'm gonna go with Team Naomi.
I will take the welcoming committee because at least they are like a cohesive group, and I honestly do feel like someone's turning heel in this. It's either going to be Becky, which would be kind of interesting.
It would probably be Charlotte because that's just expected of her at this point.
Yeah, like that was the other thing. Or Flair because that's just the Flair thing to do.
Pretty much.
Like, remember that time when Ric Flair and Sting teamed up and everybody was like, Sting, is this a good idea? You're teaming with Ric Flair? And Sting was like, nah, it'll be fine. And then Ric Flair turned on him because he's Ric goddamn Flair. Same basic principle. Also, everyone turns on Becky Lynch. It's kind of a rule.
Yeah, which is really fucking unfortunate because Becky used to be the number one at the top. She was at the top, and now she's at the bottom.
Well, that can change with the heel turn, maybe.
I don't want to see her turn heel, though. I don't see a point to it.
It might, like, breathe some life into her character. Might be a bit interesting, but we'll see.
We'll see. Next match is Kevin Owens defending the United States Championship against AJ Styles. Interesting. All right. Okay, I guess we're going with this.
Fucking stars.
Yeah, it probably will be. Granted, this is a stupid reason for them to fight, but hey, Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles.
Single shit. Like, this is two of the best guys on the roster, any roster in the world, and they're going to be fighting for a title. Like, I will take, like, if they stretch this out till SummerSlam, I will be fine with it.
Kind of seems odd AJ would want to go for the United States title when he could be going for the main title, but okay.
Yeah.
Seems a little odd, but all right. It's Kevin Owens, so. I mean, is one of them eventually going to realize, like, just wait a minute, why are we fighting for the United States Championship? Then they just turn to Randy and beat the shit out of him. We want this title. And then Kevin Owens just like, fuck this title. I don't need this title.
Here's the thing. Kevin Owens has almost been treating the U.S. title like it's on the same level as the world title. I think it was when he... Okay, so last week, I think there was a match between... Jinder versus AJ, I want to say. And basically, Owens was on commentary, and he was like, yeah, I've got this title. I'd like to win the world title, but for right now, I've got this one. So it's basically treating him like two equal titles.
I suppose. I mean, I guess that does make sense. I pick Owens. Mainly because I would like to see him just hold on to the title for a little bit.
Yeah, I will also take Owens because I think this is a feud that's going to last a little while. And, I don't think AJ needs to win the U.S. title because I feel like AJ's going to win the title back by the end of the year, I think.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't need to have the U.S. title for now. Like, this is just a kind of treading water for a little bit, but if that treading water means we get AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens,
It's a
like, I'm fine with
win-win
that.
situation in the end, I guess.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
All right. Next match we have.
By the way, are you keeping track of this?
Oh yeah, of course I am.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Next match we have is Usos defending their SmackDown Tag Team titles against Breezango.
Oh my God, this has been so good.
It's been such an improvement. I hated Breezango for the longest time because I thought, oh, they're just what's the point of this? But they finally have embraced the whole fashion police thing. And I'm like, this is actually working rather well. Like, the writing for this is good. They have really good chemistry. And they're actually picking up some wins and looking like a legitimate tag team. I think they have
Yes.
found their niche finally.
Like, they are hilarious. Like, these like Law and Order type skits that they do, like, it like these two bounce off of one another so well, and like every line that comes out of their mouth is just great. Like, ah, yes, Chicago, the Windy Apple.
The win. I face palmed to that, but I'm like, no, no, it's funny. I will let it slide.
uh,
These two are definitely contenders this year for most improved.
I will say that is yes, yes, that is true. Um, that said, I don't like. Okay, let me put it to you like this: the Fashion Police are winning the tag titles at some point.
They have to.
I just don't know if it's here.
I think it's here. I think they might as well capitalize on it now. Strike while
Okay,
the iron is hot, so I'm thinking Breezango's going to win.
that's fair. Uh, Basically, here's what I'm thinking. So, Usos win, but they cheat.
Of course they
And
do.
yeah, and this causes the Fashion Police to launch a full investigation. Like, we need to get to the bottom of this. We need to get, like, we need to get these perps in jail and such, and
Have a jailhouse match or something.
dude, like, it could happen. So I will say Usos win here. Fashion Police win at Money in the Bank in the rematch. I think that's good. And then, stick with me. They hold on to the titles through Battleground, and then at SummerSlam, it's Breezango versus the Authors of Pain. And
I
then
see
they
where you're
die.
going with this. Yeah, and then they die. Yeah. Uh, well, I guess we'll have to see how that plays out.
Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, still for right now, I will be taking the Usos.
Do you want to do the last match?
All right. So for the main event, can't believe this guy's main eventing a pay-per-view, but here we are. It's 2017, folks. For the WWE Championship, Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal. So I made a video where I was like, you know what? I will give this Jinder thing a shot. Maybe this will work. Maybe this will be good because they've got about 1.5 billion reasons to push this guy. His first promo that he cut after he won the number one contendership was fiery and had some passion behind it. I will let you know that I don't feel the same way now. Like, it's been, what, 4 weeks now since Jinder won the number one contendership?
Yeah.
Like, he's slow as balls in the ring. His mic skills are inconsistent. Like, sometimes he'll come out like a house of fire. Other times he'll talk in a monotonic, slow manner that would, like, so slow that it would make Baron Corbin go, dude, get to the fucking point already.
That feel when Baron Corbin has better mic skills than you.
Ouch.
No, I do not like this. I don't like Jinder Mahal, period. I don't think he's a great wrestler. I don't think he has any sort of skill. I think the only reason he was picked is for two reasons. And the second one's probably the more likely one. One, Vince loves his roided out dudes. Two, it's a PR move. It's a PR move because over in India, they're making their connection stronger there, and India has a huge market. Therefore, hey, let's give Jinder a shot. Remember the last time we tried this? The Great Khali as champion.
Like I said in the video, at least Jinder is better than fucking Kali.
Yes, Jinder at least has something.
I'm also better than Great Kali, but here we are.
I'm
But
just.
like, they just launched the WWE shop in India apparently, so I guess that's their whole thing. But it's just like, okay, so I like Baron Corbin, like and the reason I like him is because if he's in the ring with somebody who is better than he is, he doesn't drag them down. Like he'll have a match with AJ or a match like I'll bet you that his match with Sammy at Backlash is going to be pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
But the matches that Jinder has had against like AJ and Sammy on SmackDown have both been kind of crap. Like he's taken two of the best wrestlers in the world and he's dragged them down to his level. So
I don't know who's gonna win. No, wait, no. I do know who's gonna win this. It's fucking Orton. It's Orton. Because hell hath no fury than the entire arena throwing their arms up, being like, no, we refuse. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. There's no way Jinder Mahal can believably win this clean. The only way is maybe even with the dirty finish because of the fucking Bollywood boys. Not the Singh brothers, they're the Bollywood boys.
yeah.
He needs to have a crutch at this point with them.
By the way, WWE, not every Indian person's last name is Singh. You don't have to do that.
It's kind of stupid, just a little bit.
Remember Ranjan Singh?
Yeah, he was Kali's manager, right? Okay.
Yeah. Oddly enough, now he's head writer for Raw. Yeah, that's weird.
Who do you think?
So he's to blame.
Probably. Who do you think? Stupid question to ask, but.
Orton, like, there's a very minimal chance that like Jinder and his boys like do something, but like Jinder stood tall at pretty much every SmackDown since he won the #1 contendership. They've been trying to build them up as something of a legitimate threat. It's not going to work. It's Orton's winning, and the fun part is, Jinder's finisher can be very easily countered in an RKO out of nowhere.
Exactly. The Cobra Clutch Slam looks weak as hell. His finisher legitimately looks weak. I liked it better when he first showed up. He had that running big boot. That looked fucking terrifying because of how quick he can move, and it looks like he decapitates someone. That looks better than whatever the fuck he's doing now.
Mm-hmm.
So Orton's winning this. There's no way that he's going to drop the title to Jinder, because Jinder, he's going to fade away and no one's going to care.
Okay, well, hang on. Let's speculate. Who does Jinder face after this? Because it looks like we're getting Orton versus Rusev at Money in the Bank, most likely.
Ha.
That could be fun. That could be fun. I like Rusev. But where does Jinder go from here?
Jinder probably ends up in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
That would also make sense. All right, well, let's see here.
The only logical down step he can go, I mean, other than that, maybe going up against maybe Sammy? Maybe AJ? Maybe Ty Dillinger? I don't know.
Okay, so who else is going to be in Money in the Bank?
Okay, it's 6 people, right?
It can be 6, but it's been as big as 10.
I don't think it'll be that. They'll be spreading the roster very thin at that point.
Yeah, let's go 6 to 8, maybe.
Okay,
8 maximum.
That's easy. Jinder, Styles, Shinsuke, Sammy Corbin, Ziggler?
Ziggler, maybe. Someone out of Harper and Rowan.
Yeah, the one who probably wins, which would probably
Mm-hmm.
be Harper.
Yeah, and maybe
Uh,
one kind of surprise like, hey, where's Kane?
Kane, I think, does not have enough in him to do a ladder match.
Well, he can do an 8-person ladder match where he doesn't have to do a lot. Kane!
I miss Kane. I honestly do, but I don't think the guy has it in him anymore to wrestle. I think he's done.
Let him or get retired by someone, and then he can call it a career and go run for public office or whatever.
I guess. Maybe that'll be best for him.
Kane's running for mayor of some place. I think
Kane
Knox.
was an English teacher. He was an English
Unlike
teacher.
you.
Shut the fuck up. He was an English teacher. And this dude, I can only imagine if one of his students got a bad grade, he just chokeslammed a motherfucker through the desk.
What have I told you about shooting spitballs?
Just lights the room on fire.
Yeah, like there's some kid in the back, like talking to one of the other kids, and
Talking
he just
smack.
raises his and he just raises his arms up in the air and brings him down, and just fire shoots out of a couple of the desks.
That's okay.
This is a fan fiction that needs to be written.
I'm pretty sure there somewhere out there's that. But anyway, yeah. So that's Backlash. I think we went through this pretty quickly. Hopefully, Money in the Bank will be better. Hopefully.
Honestly, I think this is going to be an alright pay-per-view because you've got one match that's probably going to be like a match of the year contender in Styles and Owens.
That's probably going to be the best match on the card.
Oh, we're talking 4.5 minimum stars. Like Zayn and Corbin's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Like Nakamura and Ziggler is going to be good for what it is, which is basically like watching an actual murder happening. But hey, that's what some people are into. I bet you Usos Breezango is going to be funny at the very least.
Yeah.
And Harper and Rowan, like two big dudes, like knocking the fuck out of each other. I can always get down for a good hoss off.
Pretty much.
So yeah, I think this will be a good pay-per-view.
It'll be a solid B, I think. I'm not going to Backlash. I had to choose, so instead I'm going to go to NXT TakeOver Chicago. Hopefully see something good out of that. See my boys, DIY, do a ladder match against the Authors of Pain. See Bobby Roode.
I legit think they're going to win that match.
I hope so. We got Bobby Roode defending the NXT title against Hideo Itami. You got Asuka defending against whoever those two are. I completely forget.
Ruby Riott and Nikki Cross.
Why isn't No Way Jose on there? What happened to him?
He got kayfabe injured by Sanity.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be in that big 8-person tag match, but then at like the WWE Access thing, like Sanity came out and like dropped some stairs on his ankle, and he's been out since then.
Also, why is the United Kingdom Championship being defended in Chicago? I thought it was only exclusively defended over in the UK.
I think the whole. Okay, so like they've defended the UK title in a couple of matches on NXT. I think he's fought Trent Seven. He fought Gallagher. That was fun.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like if you haven't seen that, like go watch Tyler Bate Gallagher. Like it is such a like World of Sport-esque match. Like tons of like escape moves and like submissions, and it's very unlike WWE style.
All right, I guess I'll take a look into that. But anyway, this is our Backlash predictions. Calcos, your butt. We love you, but you're a butt. And yeah, thanks for watching. Go and put in the comments below what your predictions are for Backlash, and if you've seen it by then, you can probably put down what your thoughts are. So,
and also make sure to check out our me and James, who will be reviewing this week's NXT and also doing our predictions for TakeOver Chicago.
Yes. And make sure also to stay tuned for me, Nikki, and Keyframe reviewing the Jetsons WWE Robomania.
Actually, don't watch that video, because if you don't, that might convince these two to stop dragging me into this.
But
Did you hear
don't
that
you
they're doing
want to see?
Did you hear that they're doing Supernatural and Scooby Doo?
I heard about that. Yeah, they're also doing another Lego Scooby-Doo movie. Heaven fucking help me. But
To be fair, like the Lego stuff is all right.
not the first one. No, it's not. It's really not. It was pretty bad. I
There was a couple of gags in there that made me.
a little bit. But anyway, thank you guys for turning off this, and we'll see you in the next video.